What up, man? Y'all know why I do this show? Because we're taking this shit to new fucking heights. 495L4. Man, not everyone in 495L4 is conservative Republican like me. I'm just saying the most outrageous motherfucking shit, man. To turn heads and shit. To get plays, man. It's all content. I mean what I say. Believe you me, man. I fucking absolutely, truly fucking adhere to, that is, believe in the principles that I'm referring to. Right to bear arms, less taxes, smaller fucking government. Those are my three tenets of government. I mean, dude, of conservatism, of a conservative system in society. Look, man, the right to bear arms, you gotta have that shit, man. Because if not, motherfucking commies will come and try to take your land, dude. Straight up. They'll be like, yeah, there's a really good program called communism where everybody's equal. It's not for real, and it doesn't happen that way. They motherfucking will take your shit from you. So, the right to bear arms. Gotta have that shit. Number fucking 2. Dude, fuck taxes, man. Taxes are bullshit, dude. That's some medieval system shit. It really is. What the fuck am I paying taxes for? What's it going for? What's it going toward? Some dipshit ass, moronic, moron ass, motherfucking rat ass bastard politicians for their programs in Gov so they can fucking do what? Secret space programs that don't involve like people who can't feed themselves? It's like, come on, dude. I mean, I get it. We got shit in space. It's a secret fucking space program. And people got to learn how to do shit on Earth. But by the same token, dude, at the same time, yo, $1 trillion disappears from the Department of Defense and nobody fucking knows where $1 trillion goes? Come on, dude. That shit went to outer fucking space. Offloaded, off planet. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, why am I forking over my motherfucking coins to a system that can't even take care of homeless people and veterans? U.S. military veterans. Like, why am I forking over my fucking coins, dude? To some piece of shit ass broken fucking system. I mean, dude, I get it. America's the best country on the planet. And I believe that and I know that shit is true. But I'm just saying, dude, the shit isn't allocated and distributed properly. So, the distribution of resources ain't fucking right. I.e., not fucking legit. So since it's not legit, I don't believe in fucking paying more taxes. Period. You're gonna raise taxes for what? Fuck you. We're not cool with each other. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about raising taxes, man? Fuck off, dude. Fuck your taxes, man. You're already fucking ripping people off, dude, with your system. Your system's already ripping fucking people off. So I'm not for fucking more taxes. Okay? So that's number 2. That's the second tenet. The right to bear arms, number 1. Less taxes, number 2. Number 3, smaller fucking government. We don't need a bigger fucking dick-sucking government. We need a more streamlined, smaller fucking government. Now, that's conservatism. I don't fucking care what your sexual orientation or preference is. That doesn't have anything to do with conservatism. Doesn't matter if you're straight, if you're gay, if you're somewhere in between. That shit doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with my worldview of conservatism. I just told you what conservatism means to me. That's what the fuck it means to me. Because, dude, if those 3 things were in effect, if those 3 things took place, the world would be a much better motherfucking place, dude. So, smaller, more efficient, more streamlined government that isn't bloated, that is not bloated fucking government. The right to bear arms where people use arms in a safe and responsible fucking manner. I mean, come on, man. All the liberal Marxists who claim that guns need to be taken out of the hands of the public, they all have security personnel that are armed with guns. So they're hypocrites and they're fucking frauds and they're liars. Their whole story is fraud, fraud, fraud. It's fraught with fraud because it is fucking fraud. They're liars, deceivers. They're the mouthpieces of the Commie Party, the Communist motherfucking party. They're here to trick your ass. They're here on a mission of fuckery. Yeah, exactly what I just fucking said. Their whole story is a facade. So, if everyone, like Switzerland, were responsibly armed, then we would have a country like Switzerland. Next, taxes, I've already discussed it. This is just for emphasis. This is round 2. I've already done round 1. Okay, this is for emphasis. This is emphatic for a reason, for a purpose. So at this point, you know, who is against those principles? Who is like, nah, man, you know what? Fuck that, man. Like, I think all guns should be taken away from the public. And I think that more taxes should be levied. And I also think that there needs to be a lot more government programs. Therefore, shit that cost even more money to create, like even more government fucking shit. Who the fuck thinks like that, man? Huh? Legit question. Who the fuck thinks like that? Oh, that's right. Communists masquerading as Democrats. So, when people are like, dude, how could you possibly be a Republican? Republicans like for rich people. Dismiss. Republicans for rich white people. Well, I'm rich and I'm white. I'm half white, so that makes me white. If I'm part white, then I'm white. Caucasian. Okay? And I'm also black. I mean, there's no such thing as white and black. I'm just saying, you know, the different pigeonholes, the different stories and narratives that humans have told themselves on this planet. I'm motherfucking tan, okay? I have a fucking tan. And given that, the point is, dude, is that not everyone who is Republican conservative is a rich white man or person. That's not even fucking true. There are a lot of brown-skinned, black African Americans or black Americans or brown Americans or Negroes or whatever you want to fucking call us. There are a lot of us because it used to be the Negro Baseball motherfucking league. Okay? And no, I don't support the NAACP. Fuck the NAACP. And fuck the ACLU too. They're both bitch maids. So, bitch made. Bitch made. They're bitch maids. So yeah. So now you understand my way of thinking. Because I just told you why I'm a conservative Republican. I don't believe in fucking hive mind groupthink shit like the Borg and commieism. Commu-fucking-ism. I don't believe that shit. You know why? Because when I was young and a socialist, psych, when I was a capitalist and I was super popular and surrounded by a bunch of super popular people because we're fucking super popular back in the day, back growing up, and had houses and sports cars and fucking money and, man, you name it. A lot of material shit. Back in the day, dude, I saw this shit. It was crystal fucking clear. You have subscribed as a commie to be part of a commune where everyone is supposed to play along and everyone is supposed to, like the social contract theory of society. You're supposed to like play along, like love thy neighbor, right? Thing is, man, jealousy, envy. You got motherfuckers that want to like fuck yo bitch and shit. Fuck yo girlfriend, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like push up on her and like slide up on her and shit, right? So, I mean, look, dude, I'm going to tell you like this. So I dated this female, right? We were in a relationship for like 4 years. I used to go to parties all the time, like fucking 20 parties a night. I'm from the West Coast, so I used to drive around with the gang of niggas, and we used to fucking, we used to sell weed and shit, and we just like go from place to place to place to place to place to place to place all fucking day, all night long. Wake up at the crack of dawn, early bird, gets the worm. You know what I'm saying? So we would get that worm. We'd get that fucking money. From the crack of dawn, sleep 15 minutes, wake up, do it again. Drink a 40 and hit the block, homie. So, thing is, man, being young and rich in the context of back then, you know what I'm saying? One of the haves as opposed to the have-nots. Hey, man, this dude that I used to fucking party with and shit, he was always claiming, dude, he was always on some fuckboy shit. He was always just a fucking hater. He always made up some stories and was a liar. Just a pathological motherfucking liar. So you know what he wanted to do, man? Is like, he was infatuated with my girlfriend. And he started to come over, like, after I've been with her, man, for like fucking 4 years, dude. He started to come by, like, late night in his car and, like, drop off teddy bears and shit, like, on her fucking front porch. And I just sit there, man. In the, like, shadows in the dark and shit. Just fucking strapped the fuck up. Like, armed the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because where I come from, everybody's armed up. You know? He was armed up, too. Strapped up. The point is, dude, is like, why the fuck is he dropping off teddy bears at my girlfriend's house? I go to parties and I see him. He doesn't think that I know that he's the one dropping off teddy bears. Dude, it was sick, dude. It was fucking disturbing. He did it all the time. And I just sit there in the shadows, just like, sipping on some whiskey and shit in fucking black on black in the fucking darkness. And I'm like, man, this nigga rolling up again, dude, trying to put a little teddy bear. Like, what the fuck is this nigga trying to do? What is he thinking, man? Because think about it like this. If I were doing that shit to him, like, I know he's in a relationship with this female, right? Okay? So at nighttime, I'm coming up and dropping a teddy bear off for her. You'd be like, Grove, you're a dick, dude. He's in a relationship with his girlfriend and you want his girlfriend? That's how motherfuckers be out west, man. Straight up. Like, that nigga didn't even have any kind of motherfucking respect for the fact that I'm in a relationship and that's not his goddamn fucking girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? I never did anything to that dude, man. I never disrespected that dude. In fact, I grew up with that motherfucker. I grew up with that dude. And he shot one of my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? So, the point is, dude, is that's why where I come from, everybody's fucking armed up and everybody's strapped up. I used to just sit there, man, and just shake my head like, man, this motherfucker is a punk. What a fucking punk, man. You know what I'm saying? So I asked her, I was like, yo, man, you know, what the fuck is up, man? I'm about to confront dude. And she's like, no, don't do it. Just don't. You know, he means well. And I was like, the fuck you mean he means well? He's dropping off teddy bears at my girlfriend's house. We were fucking roommates, dude. And he's doing this shit like once a week. Like there'd be like a new teddy bear. And I'm like, this is alarming shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is he trying to what's he trying to say? I'm a punk and he wants my girlfriend. So he's like giving her fucking teddy bears and shit. Keep in mind, we're fucking selling weed. So we're drug dealers in the context of back then, because back then weed was illegal and we were selling weed. Who gives a shit, dude? Statute of limitations. This shit's fucking legal now. I really, truly don't give a fuck. And I obviously didn't back then. So basically, the whole city was selling fucking weed. Even some of my Christian homies, because I'm Christian, Judeo-Christian. And I believe that God put the herb on this planet for the taking. Okay? So, the point is, man, we were entrepreneurs. Everybody's got money. Everybody's got houses and shit. Everybody's got cars. Everybody's got guns. Everybody's got fucking posses and shit, right? And then this nigga want to disrespect me on some Wild West shit. He want to come to my pad because, you know, I'm paying bills, man. And he wants to come over. This is shit, 1990. This must have been 1990. It was after high school. We were adults at this point. We were in our 20s. Shit, I'm going to go with like, shit, man. This had to have been like 1990. Let's see. Hold up. So let me see. Let me do some quick math. Okay. That'd be 19 against, okay. 6. So this is like 1996, 1997-ish. That's how long ago it was. This is like 1996, 1997. And we're in our 20s at the time. This is decades ago. Like 25 more years ago-ish. So a quarter of a century ago. I'm just saying, man, what a punk motherfucker, man. Have I ever done that shit? Nope. I've never been in a relationship with anyone and cheated on that person. In fact, I've only been in a few relationships, period. That female that I'm referring to, she ran off with some motherfucker from my neighborhood, another dude who was a meth head, and he was selling meth. Ran off with another dude I used to play basketball. Now keep in mind, this was my high school sweetheart. This used to be my girlfriend. You know, from high school, we're 18, graduating, so it's all adult shit. Like, don't even think it's fucking weird. And so, and we're only a year apart anyway. She and I, and she's married now, dude. So, you know, and that was a long time ago. My point is that I've had many girlfriends since then. But back then, growing up on the West Coast, man, that was not loyalty, man. That was disloyalty. And I'm not even talking about her, because that was too, but I'm talking about niggas from my motherfucking neighborhood, dog. Niggas from my neighborhood who I grew up with, because that's how it was out there, man. You could be loyal to the gang set, and them niggas wasn't my immediate gang. You know what I'm saying? There was one homeboy from my gang. He hooked up with my female, you know what I'm saying, with my girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? But same shit happened to him too. Not with me, but with other people. You know what I'm saying? So the point is back then, man, you know, you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or something, and they're just cheaters, man. They just cheating on the side and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking dirty shit, right? So, I mean, I'm just saying, man, like 25 years ago, dude, a quarter of a century ago, that was the mentality out there. That's how motherfuckers were and shit. That's why, man, come on, dude. You know? So niggas, hey, look, so what if it were the other way around? Now, I'm Judeo-Christian, man, so I grew up, man, going to church and stuff like that. And yeah, man, you know, being gang active and shit, you know, we were all involved in all kinds of illicit activities. But I'm saying when it came to the G code, man, I'm talking about gang code. I'm talking about when it came to shit you just don't do. You know what I'm saying? In the gang with the homies and shit. First of all, them niggas wasn't even, okay, so the first dude that was dropping off the teddy bears, he was one of the original members of the fraternity. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was real. But that dude, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't, at some point, man, he started like false claiming shit. Like claiming that the homies try to like take his jacket and his hat and shit. And I'm just like, come on, dude, stop lying, man. You just acting bitch, dog. Like you just acting fake. Like, man, come on, man. And so he always held a grudge and shit. Okay? Plus he shot the homie, right? He shot the homie. And not only did he shoot the homie, man, but he was jealous and he wanted my girlfriend. Jealous and wanted my girlfriend. Jealous and wanted my girlfriend. I've never done that shit. I've never cheated. Man, if I've been in a monogamous relationship or any type of relationship with someone who's my girlfriend, man, I never cheated on anyone, man, ever in my lifetime. And I've only had like a handful of girlfriends, man. I don't play that shit, dude. That's why, man, when I see people, you know, they're like, yeah, I'm getting married and such. We're like, you know, and I know who these people are and shit. I'm just like, okay, man, congratulations. You know what I'm saying, man? I hope it works out for y'all. You feel me? And and I just have my reservations in the back of my mind, like, wow, why would those two want to like hook up like that? You know what I'm saying? That's weird because, I mean, you know, they're just not faithful. You know what I mean? People. And it's like, it's just game playing, man. And, you know, thanks for tuning in, man. I'm just letting y'all know, man, that if you are a fan of this show and if you support this show, IWE495, man, we appreciate you. But yeah, that's why, like, you know, couples and shit, they be having all that drama, like, blah, 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 you know, all this shit, like, all this, like, complicated, like, bullshit. Dude, I ain't doing that shit. I'm not doing that shit. I did that shit when I was in my 20s. I'm almost a half a fucking century old. I do not play that shit, man, at all. And I see these dudes and they be talking about, like, all these, like, women that they've had, like, relationships with or, like, their little conquests and escapades or whatever they think it is, man, because they think that that's some, like, alpha male shit. And I'm just like, yeah, man, to each his, her own. If that's your lifestyle, if you want to live a life of debauchery because you think it's some rock star shit and you think it's cool, man, that's you and the universe that are going to have to deal with that shit. That ain't my lifestyle, dude. I've never been promiscuous, man. And after my high school sweetheart, borderline fiance, after she ran off with that meth head dude, you know, and I call him a meth head dude. I used to call him one of the homies from the neighborhood who I used to play basketball with. You know what I'm saying? But he's really a punk nigga. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, fuck that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of the homies kick it with him and shit. I see him on social media, and it's like, I just think back, like, what a bitch, man. What a bitch-made nigga. You know what I'm saying? What a straight-up bitch-made nigga. What a faulty-ass motherfucker. You know? Because I know the gang he was in, he's a blue flagger. So he's a blue flagger. He's a Crip. I'm not a Crip. And anyway, I have allies who are Crips. He used to be one of them, but he's a faulty-ass nigga. And, you know, I'm a half white dude. He's a white dude. So just to let you know, just in case you want to know that shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my dudes are white dudes because I'm half white. You know what I'm saying? And, a lot of my dudes are black dudes too because I'm half black. So a lot of the cats that I know were mixed minorities. So like, if you saw us back in the 1990s, you'd see black dudes, white dudes, black dudes. You know what I'm saying? Latin American dudes, like Asian dudes, you know what I'm saying? So that was our neighborhood, like mixed minority, like everything, man. I told you, I got a Jewish homie and I got a Muslim homie, and they were both in the same gang. We're all from the same thing. And I'm telling you, man, like, I'm talking about niggas who I grew up with that put in work on the streets together as a unit. A Muslim dude and a Jewish dude, bloods, gang, our gang. Come on, man, we put in work together on the streets. It didn't matter what someone's personal faith was. You know what I'm saying? Kind of sort of like Freemasonry, just as long as you believe in a creator, you feel me? And I'm just saying that that's how we've always operated. So, you know, whether someone's liberal, like I know some of the homies are, you know, I'm not liberal. I'm conservative. You know, we're from the same gang though. But I'm just saying, man, back then, you know, some cats were loyal, and other cats, man, they just see something that you have and they just want it on some jealous envy shit, on some envious jealousy type shit, you know? So after that, man, you know, I had a handful of I don't know if I'd call them girl. Well, yeah, I mean, I had a few girlfriends, you know what I'm saying, after that. And but you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I had this other girlfriend. She was actually, in hindsight, man, she was pretty cool. You know, she was like raven, like, you know, black hair, short, like, you know, neatly cropped and, petite, and worked for a telecom and whatnot. But her brother was a punk, dude. He was a hater, and he was always saying stupid shit. And I was like, yo, man, I'm taking care of your sister, man. Like, I'm helping her. You know what I mean? Like, financially, dude. And I'm the weed man. Like, I'm the dude, because he would even come to me for weed. But like, one day he's like, man, you best not be calling my sister a bitch. And I was like, I've never called your sister a bitch, dude. I like your sister. What the fuck are you talking about? I've never referred to your sister as a bitch. I've never even thought of her as a bitch. He was just a drunk dude. He was a drunk fucking punk kid that was like 5 years younger than me. And he was just one of those fucking hater kids. And he was also living in like the attic in her home that she and I were paying for with his girlfriend that was pregnant. Anyway, so, but she ran off with this dude from the Navy. She got hooked up with this dude in the Navy, and I was like, oh, okay. All right, well, that's cool. I mean, I'm a young drug lord, so, you know, I'm in the streets, like, whatever. Like, man, I hope you guys are happy. And I heard they got married and shit, but, it wasn't working out because her brother was the wedge. He was just a hateful fucking dickhead. And he was, you know, we started off, we were cool, but then he's just like making up shit. He was just imagining shit. And he was just like, you know, just grumbly and just like, you know, man, you better not be calling my sister a bitch. And I was like, I never ever did, motherfucker. And so like, we'd be seeing each other at clubs and shit. And he'd be like, what's up? And I'd be like, well, what's up, dude? I mean, I'm here. You're here. Everybody got straps. There's like, I don't know, like 100 people on each side. Like, you still making up stories about like me calling your sister a bitch? Cause I never did. So why would you invent a fucking punk ass story because you want to create a rift because you're just an asshole, right? Oh, it's probably because you're living in your sister's attic and you have a pregnant girlfriend and I'm the weed man with the money that you don't fucking have. And so you're feeling salty about that. And so, you know, you just didn't like seeing me just like come home with the big dough, you know what I'm saying, in the sports cars and going out like to top level shit while, you know, whilst you're like bumming cigarettes and shit. So you got to create a story like, why'd you call my sister a bitch? Well, I never did. You're just a fucking punk, liar, kid who could have been totally cool with it. But, you know, I get it. You don't want me dating your sister because you see me as a fucking baller and you're not a baller. So you got to invent some shit to like change the situation because, you know, you don't like the fact that I'm papered up, dude, and that I'm, you know, that I'm doing things and you're not. So, you know, just hater shit like that back in the day, man. So, you know, that's why I've been single for a long time, man, because, dude, I'm not with all that shit. I'm not about all those complicated, like, life isn't supposed to be like that. It's not supposed to be stupid like that. That's stupid shit. And, you know, like, man, dude, man, I've had a lot of female, like, and that's the other thing, man. I mean, shit, dude. East Coast is dope, dude. Like, people are look great. You know what I mean? And like, I look back at motherfuckers that like thought they were doing shit with the girlfriends and shit. And I'm just like, come on, dude. Like, that shit is like Wild West, man. That shit is like 400 years less advanced than the shit I've seen out here. You know? Okay, bro. Oh yeah, I heard that you and such got married. How long have y'all been together now? And then niggas on the side be like, yeah, man, she ain't never been faithful to him the whole time. She be doing this or he be doing that. And I'm just like, wow, great. Why'd you guys even fucking get married in the first place? What's the fucking point? You know, just like scandalous, just bullshit, just drama, you know? So I just don't play that shit, man. I ain't with that and shit. That's why I've always said, man, like, I'll never get married. You know, fuck that shit, dude. Like, for some people, man, it works out. And you know, and I believe in that, like, union between like men and women, but that ain't me, dude. No, man. I just, man, that I've seen too much fucking stupid shit with people's, and don't get me wrong, dude, Judeo-Christian. Hey, man, married, you know, people, that's awesome. You know, they have kids and stuff like that. That shit just ain't me, dude. Nah, that ain't me. I'm like Jet Li, dude. I'm like that monk. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that. I'm almost Buddhist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm borderline. I'm like Judeo-Christian Buddhist. I'm just saying, man. Like, you know, dude. I mean, even, man, just so many people with their relationships and all the fucking stupid shit that they bicker about and that they like argue about. And I'm like, oh my God, do they ever stop arguing about some dumbass shit? Like, what's the purpose, man? Like, it's supposed to be a situation where it's called shared power, right? And that's the other thing I see. These fucking men who want to oppress women. And I come from a matriarchy. Mother had 3 sisters. That's 4 daughters that my grandparents had. All women. My grandmother, she had her sisters, my great aunts. So it was my mother, her 3 sisters, that's 4 women. And then great aunts, okay, that's even more women. And then it's like, you know, like my grandmother's friends from like the war era and the like neighbor is all women that I grew. And then my only sibling, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I mean, I have half brothers and sisters, but the point is, man, is my immediate family, I come from, I mean, shit, I have like fucking 15 half brothers and sisters, but I come from a matriarchy, man, because my grandfather passed when I was young, when I was like 4 years old. So, the point is World War II, veteran, Purple Heart, recipient, awardee. My family, dude, like, I respect women, you know? None of my raps have ever been misogynistic. And when I see these motherfuckers who try to, like, you know, like, for me, like, the like, listening to Too Short and all these rappers, that shit was, like, not to be, I mean, it's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, a motherfucker can't really be like that in real life, dude, and get too far. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I take it as, as a grain of salt. Like, it's fucking funny, and it's not, I mean, like, if you listen to the Too Short album, man, like, people that were claiming it was misogynistic, it's not, man. It's like, it's a movie. It's like Freaky Tales. I mean, come on, dude, Freaky Tales is a fucking comedy, dude. Freaky Tales, these are the tales that I tell so well. I met this bitch. Her name was Rhonda. So, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't even remember the lines of all of them, but Freaky Tales by Too Short is funny as fuck. And we were like 9 years old. Dude, it's not even close to being misogynistic. But of course, you have organizations and groups out there that will label it as such, and they'll be like, it's disrespectful and demeaning toward women. And I'm like, he's talking about consensual fucking sex, man. And if there's some dirty ass slut who's gonna do some dirty ass shit, and I'm not saying Too Short is, but with a dirty ass nigga, like, they're two dirty ass motherfuckers doing some dirty ass sex smut shit. Like, that's consensual. That's not even demeaning. Like, they agreed to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but my point is, dude, is that, like, when I see motherfuckers, like, in different societies, and they try to put women beneath them because that's their cultural belief and shit, I'm like, man, fuck these motherfuckers, man. That ain't me, dude. Like, I don't like seeing that shit in society. Like, dude, I'm the type of cat, man, that'll take a machine gun, dude, and I'll liberate a bunch of, like, human slaves, man, like modern day slaves in any country on the planet. Like, if I know that there's some place, man, in some country where slaves, man, dude, hey, man, I'm here to do good things, man, and I don't like seeing women and children abused. Okay? Period, man. I don't, man, dude. Yeah, man. I've never been a proponent of motherfuckers that want to subjugate women and make women subservient. Male-dominated society shit? Fuck all that noise, dude. I ain't about any of that shit. That male-dominant shit, that knuckle-dragging, fucking chest-beater, Neanderthal type shit, Australopithecus type shit, motherfucking primate shit, fucking planet of the apes type shit. Come on, man. I ain't with that shit. That shit is medieval, and that shit is not fucking kosher. Period. It's not fucking kosher in my book. Period. I'm your boy, OSGOE, One Sir Growth.